Hello there everyone and welcome back. I want to feel like very subtle things would have won me that best of 3, the one that I imagined in my head against our Tyranid adversary, since when I tried to engage the one Hive ship that eventually got away, I missed with half my torpedoes and 2 of my eclipses were not able to get their pulsar shots off when I tried for an attack run partway through. I feel like I cost myself that match to a limited extent. Subtle little nuances would have made that so much better for me, so I am bitter, but nonetheless, I am going to experiment with this other variant of a fleet that I have in mind, although, I will be honest, I don't think I like this fleet. It serves a very similar role to what I have in mind with the Void Stalkers and Auroras that you already seen, and I don't think I'm going to stick with this fleet. And in all honesty, the only other kind of alterations to a kind of fleet I can make that would possibly be going almost exclusively Auroras here. And actually I can get some points here, although it is really damn awkward, needless to say, since I'm like 20 points short about to get another Hellbore. It's not the most convenient, but I guess it works from what I can understand. But this is probably the only other alteration I can make to the fleet, but we're going to stick with the Shadow for grabbing points and the Auroras and Hellbore to kind of do the silent assassin work. I'm just going to have to be very patient, which makes me wonder if I even want Spear Crystal lenses. Due to the fact that my frigates do not benefit from this upgrade, it's not like I can keep them from recharging the best, so I feel like this has very limited uses for me, at least for the majority of these fleet matchups. It could still be good against other Eldari and of course like Drukhari to kind of deny them their shadow field. Maybe. It remains to be seen. But other than that, it goes without saying, my other upgrade choices are very damn limited, aside from maybe the extended range on my flagship, which could be useful. I want hanging back, grabbing points, and probably provide a little bit of support fire. So in all honesty, I may just stick with like a single match, maybe 2 with this fleet, and then switch on back over to my Eclipse fleet to fine tune that a bit. Or maybe if I'm so daring, go with the all Auroras that we've seen. Maybe that might be more fun. Okay, Adeptus Mechanicus. In theory, I should be fine here. It's a ridiculous amount of shield hit points to get through, especially if I focus on the flagship, but I have the mobility at least to deal with the Nova Cannons, but if they ever connect at all, my health is going to plummet ridiculously fast. And I'm not even thinking about the frigates, in all honesty. I feel like they should almost never get hit if I'm paying attention about what I'm doing. Although, it does make me wonder if I want to group all these Hellbore together or not. It might make control simple for me. Since my one warm-up game, it's a little bit awkward having 4 dedicated groups, as weird as that may seem. I'm so used to having 3 groups, especially when my number 1 group is kind of like playing a very passive, very idle role. And otherwise, I think I probably want Disruption Bomb for that matter as well, but Stasis Bomb could be useful, but they don't have torpedoes for me to really worry about, and I can easily grab. There we go. This I could feel a little more comfortable with controlling, I suppose. Since I normally do this anyway with my 4th group, just have it be the point grabber. At least for the objectives that are kind of isolated. The big trick though is doing enough burst damage with my pulsars to kind of justify, well, at least bring down said shields. And I think I want the extent, well, as soon as my flagship reveals itself, it's tempted to get chased down and shot at. Especially with them able to recharge their combustion gauge, so maybe not. Again, there's not really a lot of other options for me. Which is kind of why I like the Falls so much. It adds that versatility due to all the star cannons I have access to. So it's nice and convenient there. So, first impressions battleships here is what I'm seeing. There's likely a micro-warp jump hidden in the gas cloud though, or at least a flagship hidden in the gas cloud. If I had to guess, we'll know momentarily when an objective gets grabbed, maybe. Well, we know. I kind of knew there was something there at least, but 4 ships still could mean anything.
You have seized a strategic area.
Yep, it is also the flagship. Did I call it or what? Although, it doesn't seem likely it's a hidden was it a hidden micro warp jump shenanigan since I can clearly see the ship, but you never can tell. And I don't think I'm gonna get this objective fast enough.
New position.
But I love to prioritize and jump this thing. Alright, 2 ships. Although the other one has to be obliviously hidden. There. Okay, so 6 ships of some kind. 6 cruiser-like ships.
The enemy
Or
has
no,
seized
never
a
mind. I'm wrong, it's
strategic area.
5. It's the usual count.
Setting sail.
And that was a bit of a mistake on my part, wasn't it?
We move together. Acknowledged.
Okay, I do not want to know...
New
Oh,
position.
oh, fire spot me, that's why.
Yes, Commander.
It's convenient for me, though, but I am messing with the control a tiny bit. That's what happened, fire spot me.
Ride the solar winds.
Now I need to get these engines built up, or the hull field back up.
Our sight.
You have seized a strategic
And let's see,
area.
weak, have a battleship to murder.
You have seized a
It's going to be
strategic
tricky to
area.
do. Yeah.
Setting sail.
Ah, my generators are down complete. Oh, never mind. It's the dang
Ride the solar winds.
what is it? The dang disruption overcharge. Who am I kidding?
Setting sail. Yes,
Keep firing. Lob those torpedoes, ideally. Don't get myself killed in the process.
is our home.
Yeah, the shields are being. That's what's going on there.
Sails.
That's still a lot of damage we're gonna have to get through, though. Despite all the burning, despite all the damage and such.
Until the end. Ride the solar
Can I keep hitting this? I have the disruption overcharge. These guys are in a good arc.
as the fates
You were safely hit then. Maybe you could complement this fleet.
acknowledged. Come about with grace.
Alright, kill the flagship. In fact, it might already die, just from the fire results alone. But I like to seal the deal. It goes without saying.
In our sight. Taking new position.
Everyone take evasive maneuvers.
We move.
Dodge the Novacan shots. And that is as good as dead right now.
Swiftly.
I just need some support now.
Let the winds fill our sails.
Since I don't quite have the firepower like, and
We obey.
You have accumulated.
And again, they have the means to just recharge their shields really quickly.
As the fates decree.
Or recharge the combustion gauge is what I mean to say.
Until the end.
But it's good damage, the flagship's gone, so a lot of their utility is kind of removed for the time being.
Yes, Commander.
Now we just gotta micromanage this mess.
Mend our wounds. Setting sail.
That's not gonna hit, is it?
Acknowledged.
Their eye of the Omni signs at least, but
Setting sail.
let's just conceal ourselves. There's absolutely no frigates here from what I can tell, so far.
Ride the solar winds.
Just gotta be mindful I am losing components here.
We
And I still have 3 objectives, remember that. I don't need to play a very drawn-out type of aggressive match. The main strength of my fleet is the ability to just be concealed, be hidden, and just take my time,
acknowledged.
in all seriousness.
Taking new
So keep
position.
firing your shots, you are kind of forced to grab an objective at this point. Now I just gotta reorganize this mess some.
Ride the solar winds.
And ideally get away from these dang bombers. I tried to reorganize my fleet and immediately is foiled by the damn bombers.
We obey.
And of course these bombers are going to be coming right... Oh, never mind, they're turning around, thankfully.
Move together.
And speaking of which, you're going to have to get... Let's reorganize a different way then. Congratulations, Group 2. Group 3 and the flagship's still Group 1.
Swiftly.
And if possible, maybe we can evade.
Acknowledged. Yes,
Oh, never mind. Conveniently had to fly right into that.
taking new position.
Although they aren't turned around just yet, so maybe I can use this as a bit of a bait.
As the fates decree.
Nope, they are turning. So now let's try and get it aggressive and watch for those Novacan shots. Because I do have Disruption Overcharge to kind of force them. And actually, this is really damn good for me. Dodge all the Novocan shots. They are Eye of the Omni signs, though, but... let's focus our priorities now. Deck's gone. I didn't really want a deck gone, but I'll take it. And I'm not getting the engine critical hit I would love either.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic.
But I got some good hits on there. Your Novocan's out, which doesn't do a lot of good just yet. But Salt Run on everything.
Until the end.
And get these engines back online too. Which doesn't...
Escort vessel.
one of my frigates is dead. For some reason, I was kind of hoping it was one of their ships. Call me silly on that front.
We serve. Call forth the bone singers.
You have accumulated 50% of strategic points.
So your engines are finally gone. We're about to ram ourselves. This is why I hate the dang control B. Just very slight movements gives me a lot of trouble there. Because it assumes I want to do a tight formation, which I do not want. And those are bad torpedoes, aren't they? Yeah, those are bad torpedoes.
We move together.
We have another disruption bomb. Apparently I don't have any engines, alas, so this might hurt a bit. But can I at least kill this thing off, finally?
Setting sail.
Since I don't have... apparently all my engines are critically gone, if I had to guess.
Acknowledged.
And I was hoping to kill that by now. It is almost dead, but not quite enough to my liking, alas.
Taking new position.
Another 6 seconds and it might be able to evade some.
Come about.
Let's take advantage of the fixation on the flagship here.
Mend our wounds.
Do those the torpedoes got shot down, alas, but
As the fates decree.
at least the flagship's safe temporarily. I just need the critical hits, which normally means I need my lock on.
Yes, Commander. Come about with grace.
Okay, we're good here so far. My flagship is... I've kind of conceded it to being dead at this point.
New position.
But there is no more actual Novocan shots to be concerned with. Is it possible for me to get another torpedo shot off, though? Probably not.
As the fates decree.
You have accumulated 75%
5
of
seconds.
strategic points.
Do a little bit more damage for good measure.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, those torpedoes hit sort of.
The enemy has accumulated
It's hard to say if they actually did the damage necessary or not.
The flagship is lost. We serve.
Yeah, I have no torpedoes there. I still have 2 torpedoes on this front. It could be the point defenses making it difficult for me to hit them.
Taking new position.
Because there's the hit I was looking for all this time. Although, with the flagship gone, I'm taking a lot of mutinies.
Forth the bone singers.
But I still have point lead. I could just disengage entirely, especially with the engine gone.
Let the winds fill us.
In all honesty, I should seriously consider that. Just reconceal myself. Since I can dodge all the weaponry pretty well with these hull fields charged up.
You are
Even though
close
they
to
are
victory
technically game
by
paused.
strategic points.
I'm still in really good shape, just on the point front alone. I just don't have the convenience of Salt running. Yep, I guess that's it. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about this fleet. Since it's a little bit awkward trying to shepherd around a shadow that... really, I need its abilities to kind of maximize my potential. And I feel like I should have had a stasis bomb there. Thankfully, it did not cost me, since my opponent didn't want to get too super aggressive. So I'm a bit thankful there, but I feel like a stasis bomb may have been more practical, or due to the situations I was kind of in there, where with my opponent trying to boost and chase me down to an extent. It was a bit scary, needless to say. I'll give this fleet one more try, though. Okay, it looks like we're having ourselves a rematch here. Another rematch. Can I settle this score in 2 as opposed to doing our best of 3 for an entire episode almost? Although again, I don't know how much I like this fleet. I was tempting to maybe switch over to my Void Stalker, but hey, I can always do that for the final match. What am I missing though as far as what I should be doing? Well, again, not having disruption bombs or even the maelstrom to punish like the engines being shot down is pretty significant. And also, I wasn't really getting much of the critical hits I want because I was getting revealed by the fighters preemptively and didn't actually have my lock-on stance available either, which probably caused a little bit of my opponent's ships lasting a little bit longer than they probably should have. Actually, I want to see about grabbing that objective there. And then, like I said, my opponent doesn't have any frigates at all, looks like. So I should take full advantage of that, or at least try to, somehow. To an extent, with all these Auroras and frigates, that is pretty simple to do, to an extent. So I don't think I should be worried. I just want to switch these skill slots so that way I'm hitting the right key to activate them. And let's not forget our little point grabber. I might as well set stance as well for good measure. It certainly doesn't hurt. Otherwise, I kind of need my entire fleet all together if I want to at least break through their shields. Since these 5 Hellbore aren't really enough, in all honesty, it's going to be an awkward mess. You saw how clumped up my fleet was in general. So I'm going to need every single one of these ideally. Since what? Actually, 4 Pulsars can deal with 400 points of shields, but I'm going to need like all 4 roars to take out the battleship shields, and then of course additional Pulsars actually hit at the hull is how it's going to work out here. At least that's the strategy.
The void is our home.
And my opponent's fleet is separated again, so I gotta keep that in mind and get you moving, damn it.
We serve.
So safe to say we know where these ships are. And ideally, I want to punish that. This is like the best case situation, at least the best type of matchup to punish said maneuver. Although, I'm forgetting to move with my point grabber.
Setting sail.
What can I say? I don't got much excuse.
As the
But
fates
I'm right on that front at least. It's a question of which one's the flagship though. For the purposes of grabbing them. Or at least prioritization.
Yes,
Yep, if
Commander.
I knew that was a dictator there at least. So
We serve.
I want to believe that the flagship's on the right there.
We obey.
But that's probably also the worst ship to go after at the same time too. Just due to the extra shields and health we're going to have to get through before scoring a kill.
Seized a strategic area.
Now,
where are the fighters? I don't see any fighters anywhere at all. So I got that going for me. They're coming from the right most likely. Yep, I see them. And this time I would like to have my flagship join in. Yep, now I see the goddamn fighters, and I was looking for you cursed things too. Alright.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Well, this is convenient here. I do miss out on the objective, and okay, you do have a frigate. When the hell did I kill that frigate off, I wonder? Although, I missed out on an opportunity to kind of deal with their frigate, alas, but hey. That's 3 of those gone. I can disruption bomb these really well. At least force them to boost. And sadly my assault running. Oh god damn it. That's unfortunate. I'm really messing up today here. At least with this fleet composition. Maybe it's too clumped up for my liking. Now let's wait for the engine critical hits. we have an opportunity to do damage here. Although we know the ship... Okay, there's the flagship, or the frigate. Ooh, perfect. We actually got an engine critical hit immediately. Maybe I should have tried to commit to killing that, but... Oh yeah, my generator's already gone, so this is awkward. Now... engine critical hits too. Stop getting all the critical hits.
The enemy has seized a strategic area. You have seized
I'm not gonna dodge this in time, am I? Now get me hit in there, thank you.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Flagship, yeah, that took a lot of damage there, alas. And I was looking for those damn fighters too, and it shows that does me so little. But at least I can hide this and I thought I told you to stop burning retros, you cursed thing. Kill off this easy target. That should have been dead by this point, you would think. Alright. So that's finally dead. We're gonna have the shields down on those, but we gotta wait for... Let's hold fire. Actually... Well, never mind. They're coming right towards me, alas. I was kind of hoping to take advantage by getting on the rear. And I have torpedoes, let's keep that in mind too. Those torpedoes are a bit of a whiff, alas. Which is why we're going to try this again, I suppose. Although, those torpedoes... Oh, those torpedoes seem like they did very little damage for some reason. Come on, I told you to move. So both their engines are gone? Well, not really true, actually. Now, gotta micromanage this somehow. Which does not entail ramming, I'm afraid to say, but it is mutinied. Which I guess is good for me. Actually, was thinking maybe I could kill off that ship. Actually, I could still. I don't think I was planning on ramming it, but that might be what happens. This is, needless to say, a bit of a mess.
The enemy has accumulated 25%.
But these ships are gone. My ships are already turning, so we're in good shape in that factor. Oh, and that's the frigate exploding. So now I have my access to my biggest strengths. Oh god. Just when I thought I was safe, I end up ruining that too. Yeah, I feel like it's not so much the fleet itself as the fact that I have too big of a ball, as silly as it sounds. I need them all to dive in on a ship, and that naturally makes it really awkward to control. So maybe I should look at this fleet again in another time when I'm a little more experienced with this. All right. I was hoping to maybe kill off your shields, but I couldn't do its 8 points of damage necessary to do that, alas. So since I'm revealed, let's take advantage of my one main strength. Let's actually kill your generators too, with that said. And I do have supercharged, not supercharged forward shield, but spear crystal lenses, I guess. So that helps can't negate that immensely. Although there still should be one more cruiser to deal with, right? And ideally, let's kill this off. We have torpedoes. Let's take full advantage of this before... Oh god. I was gonna say before my ships start dying, but I'm doing a good job killing them off myself. Just like you just saw right there, damn it. They are still damn good hits though. My opponent had to basically run the hell away to kind of keep that alive. But right now,
Taking new position.
You have
if I could kill the
accumulated
flagship, I'm in good
50%
shape.
strategic points.
Because yeah, all that's left is a light cruiser, actually, a Defiance.
Till the end. We obey.
So you're all 200 points. I need a couple more pulsar shots to finish you off.
Fate's decree.
The enemy has accumulated
Can this
50%
one Hellboar
strategic
do it for
points.
me?
You have seized a strategic area.
Okay, I think that damage is enough.
Sail.
I know I haven't been doing a good job boarding, but this might work. Oh, who am I kidding? It's a light cruiser.
Fall back before all
Did I just ram myself there? I'm wondering what instantly died all of a sudden.
tear them apart.
Really? You're still alive? Let's fix that.
We obey.
Jeez, I'm a little bit shocked the morale damage wasn't more significant if I were to be serious.
Seen and silent.
But
Taking
we have frigates to deal with here. They are a bit of a nuisance, so let's take care of that.
fate's decree. We have the advantage.
Hey, especially if I could kill off the crew, that would help a ton too.
Sail.
Oh yeah, I'm marked. That was kind of pointless for me to do that.
Commander.
But the frigate should be dead. Can I at least keep the Aurora alive with this? Since I have a point lead here, so in theory, I could just evade this Defiance until I'm ready to commit again. Ideally, when I reconceal myself. So I think I have this one unless I do something stupid like get myself rammed constantly by that Defiance.
Solar winds.
That might be the only thing that screws me up. Since all it has otherwise for weapons are lances, so it's not exactly going to be doing a lot of damage. Jeez, how many frigates do you have? I'm getting paranoid. There's a frigate in my closet now that's spotting me at night. I don't know how to take that. Yeah. Either way, I was hoping to kill it off. It did have the brace for impact, but I can still kill this off, though. Let's just avoid the bombers. They are my bigs. Oh god, please don't ram.
The void is our home.
I don't want ramming. And hopefully the point defense could do what's necessary here.
Ride the solar
And actually, since I'm revealed, I might as well take advantage of the critical hits, even though it's completely pointless.
come about with
Oh,
grace.
You have accumulated 75% of strategic points.
okay. You don't ram anything, thankfully.
Taking new position.
But can I board you?
Acknowledge.
Oh, you didn't do nearly as much ramming damage as I was kind of afraid of.
This is not possible.
Finishing off now. Although aim, your pulsar's better. You're supposed to be professionals. As professional as Eldari can be that have forsaken the path of the aspects, I guess.
Ride the solar winds.
Oh boy. Again, I feel like I'm causing more of these mistakes than my opponent actually crippling my ship as much as possible.
Taking new position.
But again, I did not spot those fighters and that made things incredibly awkward for me. It goes without saying. Just having to change my stance yet again there, where that critical hit chance for at least my initial salvo
The enemy has
can be really damn
accumulated
impactful with how quickly we crippled those engines. It allows, or at least enables me to use my Maelstrom without having to rely on a stasis bomb primarily. Which opens up a lot of opportunities for, say, disruption bomb or something else, I guess. But maybe I'll come back to this fleet later. Maybe it's just a micromanagement issue I'm having here with so many ships, and it's, needless to say, a bit of a cluster. Quite a bit of a mess. Okay, Imperial Navy and a Charlon, no less. So, we will see how this plays out. For I am bringing out the Void Stalker, so we're going to have ourselves a much more traditional type of fleet, and arguably a much more simplistic type of fleet to go with it. This should be fun, potentially. Although it makes it really tricky to utilize my disruption bomb if I want to go that route, due to the limited range I'm going to have in comparison to the extended range that the Void Stalker will have, especially if I decide to go with accelerated batteries or not. It works pretty well with the spear crystal lenses. The Void Stalker, even when trying to evade, is really damn effective at evading or at least denying them the shield recharge. I just can't do it large scale. It's the only downside there. And otherwise, I don't think I need to separate my frigates at all. I've just got to be mindful about where to engage from, since I don't think I'll be able to grab objectives too quickly in the middle. Okay, so we're looking at 7 for cruisers, is it? 7 whole cruisers. Now it's just a question what kind of cruisers. If I had to guess, maybe the Lunars? Maybe? I don't know how to point slot up. But we'll take our time. I may not get to grab as many objectives as I like here due to the beacon, but we'll see about opening up and with our Void Stalker here. It is, after all, supposed to be debate.
You have seized a strategic area.
Now, I am able to get this one objective here, which is pretty convenient for me. Only thing I do not know and was not listening for is there a frigate as well? That kind of makes this, because I could have been listening for a mission anticipator shenanigan going on here. Actually, I may want to send one of these frigates over to grab this point anyway, since it's just being conveniently available for me to grab. I don't think we're dealing with Dominators of any kind, at least. I just gotta watch again for possibility of fighters, with that said. Actually, let me just send one frigate over there, because you never know if there's going to be a scanner pulse trying to reveal me or not. Just gotta remember the beacon. Where is the beacon anyway? Oh. That is tempting to just grab that one objective, though, I will admit. No frigates. That I could tell, at least. I'm really tempted to fly in there. Hell, I can actually... It would give away where my Void Stalker is. And actually, they're making their way over it regardless, so... I think I'm okay letting that be for now. And they do have a frigate of some kind. So that's good intel to note. Now, how to take advantage of it. 2 frigates, no less. So I suppose it's a damn good thing I did not poke forward like I did. And hell, I didn't even see what kind of cruisers these are anyway. So they are Lunars. That's where they gained their discount on all these frigates, I suppose. And how long will be? Another minute or so till that dissipates. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the flagship to turn around. And I do have engine critical hits primed.
All weapons fire at will.
The enemy has seized a strategic
It's only a
area.
temporary critical hit, but I'll take it.
As the fates decree.
You have seized a strategic area.
Ooh, 2 engine critical hits, perfect. Not the most amazing start, but I'll take it for now, if I can capitalize on it. Since again, their shields are recharging, there's a frigate there I can conveniently snipe. And the beacon is gone. So give that 10-second delay so I can make sure this Void Stalker aims at something I want to shoot at.
All weapons fire at will.
There. Problem solved there.
Acknowledged.
I did a bad job here, but... Those were bad false maneuvers, needless to say.
With grace.
That was bad control. Do I hit with torpedoes?
Rides the solar
Didn't I just fire... Wow, did my torpedoes all get shot down?
commander. We obey
Or did I hit myself? Maybe I got too close. That's a possibility as well.
decree.
Nope, I hit it. It just... oddly enough gave me no audio cue. It's the weird thing that happened in that exchange.
We move together.
The enemy has seized a strategic area.
Cease.
Alright, let's get these going. I have a Void Stalker coming on in. Let's get that engaged as well. And ideally keep hitting these. That is vulnerable to a kill, but
We move together.
we'll get to that later at another time.
Hold fire.
And those, well, 4 cruisers there, I'll happily deal with the loners. Now, with engine permanently gone, I would love to maelstrom the hell out of that. I don't think that aimed it properly for me though. Especially since I just burnt my last torpedo salvo. What the hell?
Yes, Commander.
Is there a visual glitch or am I... I'm kind of convinced maybe I am hitting my own torpedoes.
Acknowledged.
Since that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me otherwise, alas.
Our sight.
Oh, and that ship did survive, the frigate.
The fates decree.
Which is a bit of a shame, but...
Unseen and silent.
And I'm wondering what we got spotted. Since I still have 3 frigates left, you're about to die. I am going to scanner pulse the one that's hitting the gas cloud, so let's kill that off for good measure.
Taking new position.
Aww.
Until
Because in all honesty, I could bring 2 Void Stalkers. Do you want me to bring 2 Void Stalkers as Charlon? Don't dare me to. Don't you dare tempt that on me, because I'm not going to enjoy every moment of it. You want anti-fun? I can bring the anti-fun. In all seriousness though, Corsairs rely on stealth tactics, let's be serious. They would die quite abysmally otherwise, you would think at least, if they were consistently revealed, because hell, even in the beta, Corsairs didn't originally have Shroud, and guess what happened? They had, what, a 30% win rate? At least during the beta, and who knows, people may have been using them poorly, that's entirely possible, but hell. It was incentivized to give them something to help at least make them competitive. And even then, on release, they were nerfed down quite a bit. From the 270-degree extended range of the Spirit Stone targeting node here. That strategy was kind of prominent for both Azuriani and the Corsairs on release. So, they have definitely changed quite a bit since then, at least the release. And even in the beta, I would argue. But, fun? Anti-fun? I don't think that's true. You just gotta be able to effectively reveal them, or at least limit what they can do.